Wake up. Ebro in the morning with Laura Stylez and Rosenberg.
You shouldn't be saying that on the air.
So Zendaya is refusing to share the space with her Euphoria co-star Sydney Sweeney. She's not trying to stand next to her during that press tour because season 3 of Euphoria is on the way. Now, people are saying that she just doesn't want to stand next to her on carpets because it can be read as her excusing Sydney Sweeney's views on Trump and her refusal to apologize for that racist ad.
Hell yeah.
Now, listen to this. Listen to Sydney Sweeney dodge this question right now. Audio one.
The criticism of the content, which was basically that maybe specifically in this political climate, like white people shouldn't joke about genetic superiority. Like that was kind of like the criticism, broadly speaking. And since you are talking about this, I just wanted to give you an opportunity to talk about that specifically.
I think that when I have an issue that I want to speak about, people will hear.
Bro.
She's like, I
Like
made
that-
a lot of money with American Eagle.
Right. Now, if you don't, for those of you who are listening and are like, what American Eagle ad? There was a jeans ad that she was in, and critics labeled as a promotion of eugenics, as well as her support for Donald Trump. And
Which, by the way, I did think that was ludicrous at the time. I did not read the ad that way. People saw it. I thought it was us. I thought it was people reaching. But then when you answer it,
it was
makes it seem weird.
definitely playing with the idea of blue eyes
yes,
being better than other, which ties when you put a blonde-haired person in the climate on an ad, and then the brand is American Eagle, and you 1 + 1 = 10 here, people. Just add it up. And then you had Donald Trump praise the ad.
yes.
And
my whole
then
thing-
Sydney Sweeney could have apologized and been like, oh, that wasn't the intent.
That's it.
But nah, decided not to. So guess
That's
what
it.
it was? It was what we thought it was.
Bro,
They
all she
are
had to
who
do
we
is
thought they were.
explain.
All right, I'm finished. Laura, what you got today?
Truth.
Yo, this is so stupid, but So you guys remember the big heist at the Louvre, right?
I like this one.
So producer Griff said this to me, and it had me cackling because obviously people are investigating. There's all these audits of the museum, but they found out that the security system had, issues going back years. But bro, check this out. You know what the Louvre security password was for the video cameras?
The Louvre.
Yes!
Nah, bro.
Congratulations.
You can't have it be as bad as people's Netflix password. You can't.
It's Louvre.
Louvre.
What?
Wow.
Louvre.
Oh my God.
Congratulations. You played yourself.
Nah, they get the button, man.
That's all you could come up with?
The security camera password was the name of the damn building.
That is comedy, and it gets the button. What is wrong with that?
Congratulations.
Oh, that is
You
a
played
huge.
yourself.
And then a robbery happens, a heist. Nah, it's good. And by
With
the way,
a giant ladder.
But let's not forget the heist was also a congrats that you gave, wasn't it, Laura? Where they, in broad daylight, they put up a ladder, went into some window, and stole expensive paintings in front of everybody. Right. And everybody was like, oh, they must be doing repairs. No big deal.
Nope. So crazy.
No one will notice,
But
and they did it.
What's crazier, though, that or the password being Louvre?
They're both crazy.
I mean, that's honestly less thought than people put into their Netflix password.
What kind of passwords you seen?
Well, I'm just saying, I've never once made my password just my name.
Yeah.
Never.
Right.
Not
Never.
even for my Netflix account. Not for
Yo, and don't
Peacock.
most systems now give you like a warning, like this password is too easy? Or
They don't,
something,
they gotta
or
be like 8 characters. Oh, and you have to add a number.
A special
and you have to add a
character.
special character. Yeah.
Yes.
That's what I'm saying. I can't
Not there.
remember how to get into anything that I do because the password is at least somewhat hard.
No, the
You were
more we
protecting
talk
the most
about it-
valuable art ever. Nah, Ebro, you're right. It was a setup. Now you're right. It was a setup.
The more we talk about it, I feel like this is marketing.
Oh, just marketing.
This is tourism marketing. This is like art world marketing to figure out which paintings got stolen so that we could all run around and find the paintings, or they pop up in some museum somewhere or some all this art hype. Remember the banana stuck to the wall with the tape?
Yeah.
That sold for like $8 million or whatever it was?
Yeah.
I believe all of this is money laundering if you want to keep it a bean.
Wait, is it money laundering or marketing?
It's marketing for the museum, but the art world is money laundering. Why is that? Why was that $8 million? And who has $8 million to spend on that?
On a banana.
And it doesn't lose value.
True. It's a really good point. Although Ebro's default, you could play a drinking game called when Ebro says that something's marketing every
That's right.
day, and you drink every day.
No, you'd be taking shots.
It's marketing.
Because I think it's all the work. It's all the work.
You played yourself.
And I'm not saying you're wrong either. Speaking of which, this weekend, guys, I was super annoyed because mad people were texting me this story. Did you see Donald Trump wants the Commanders to name the stadium after him?
Yeah.
Did you see?
And then he got to the game and got booed. Cows came home.
So I mean, he gets booed every time. But that's another congrats, though, because both sides always say he was booed or cheered. And when you listen, it's always a mix of both. That's the annoying part. I'm always waiting for the Trump unmercifully booed. And I'm clicking it, ready to hear straight boo. It's never just that. It's never just. We got to stop being. You got to stop lying as much as they do. Because I'll see headlines from them that go, Trump welcomed with cheers. And I go, well, it's not that. That's definitely a lie. But what annoyed me this weekend was Adam Schefter decided to put up the tweet. Adam Schefter, Laura, is the most credible ESPN NFL news and acquisition
insider.
Guy. Yeah.
Okay.
So he reports on injuries, deals, things of that nature. And he's the one who put out the tweet that said, sources say Trump wants to have the Commanders name the stadium after him. Two things. One, I thought we're not mixing sports and politics because that's not really a sports story. That's really a politics story.
I'm glad you brought that up. Hit ESPN with the button. Because guess what?
That's not a sports story.
No, but keep it real. The CEOs and leadership at ESPN is good with it because it was a pro-Trump story. So let's just keep it a bean.
Well, I wasn't even going to go there. That's you who said that. I'm just saying they're good with the clicks that it gets because, man, did it get a lot of clicks.
Of course.
That too.
And the thing that annoyed me about it is, what's the story? Trump wants the whole world to be named after him. Why is that? Trump will have the Louvre rename the Louvre after Trump. Him saying that, and now if the news story had been, sources say Commanders seriously mulling over idea of naming. Okay, we can have a conversation about that being a story. Trump wanting it is nothing. I talked to someone who had talked to members of the ownership group. They're just doing the thing. Nothing to worry about. They're just being. They just don't want any problems. They want the stadium built. They're just being nice. They're just. Oh, but they hosted him in the suite.
Of course they did.
The president who lives in the city said he wants to go to the game to honor the veterans. What are you going to do? There's a far cry between that and we're going to forego the maybe $1 billion naming rights we can give up, either to what, Citibank, whatever stadium,
some company, crypto, something,
whoever wants to spend hundreds of millions, we're going to pass that up because Trump said he wants us to hit the button. That's not a real story.
Congratulations.
And people were running with it hard. I mean, hard all weekend.
Because it's a troll story and it gets clicks. You said it off rip. It's a troll story that gets an emotional response.
Yeah.
It's all marketing. It's all the work.
All marketing.
It's all the work, man. It's all the work, man. Mike Johnson in the House said he's not going to promise or guarantee a vote later on in December. The thing that the Republicans promised they would give in exchange for opening back the government. So that was the last I heard. So
it's a wrap. Healthcare is about to explode.
But we get to, but the craziest part to me is I just don't understand the same people who criticize the Democrats for being soft when they finally stand on business say, why don't you just cave? In the biggest moment, why don't you just cave? I don't get it.
1 hour ago, Speaker Johnson says House will return to Washington for shutdown deal vote. And Donald Trump says, I'll abide by the deal. Now, I use something called Ground News. It's an app that tells you who's mostly reporting on what. The Trump signals support for Senate agreement to end shutdown. I'll abide by the deal is mostly being reported by conservative outlets. And the Speaker Johnson says House will return to Washington for a shutdown deal vote is pretty evenly distributed across all different outlets. So something's going to happen in the next few days. But I'll tell you what I'm seeing a lot of. Chuck Schumer, who leads the Democratic caucus there in the Senate, they're saying the reason he was able to vote no is because he got others to vote yes and get the government back open, so the dirt wouldn't be on his hands. Because if you notice, the people that are the Democrats that are supporting this aren't up for re-election until 2030. Also, there's 2 people in there who are retiring. So the ability to hold them accountable for acquiescing to the GOP, they're dodging it, and they say Chuck Schumer, Chuck the schmuck, is behind all of it.
Bro, by the way, that is nuts. He gotta go.
And last bit of political news. You guys see this New York Times headline? Against Mom Donnie's wishes, Gen Z councilman plans to challenge Jeffries. Chiose.
Yeah,
is
man.
planning to run against Hakeem Jeffries, even though supposedly Mom Donnie doesn't think it's the move. So that's going to be an interesting thing to watch, that young Chiose is going to try to take out Hakeem Jeffries.
Yep.
Listen.
Someone's got to try. Because
I love
Hakeem ain't doing it.
And then on the state level, you see the lieutenant governor's taking out Kathy Hochul. Antonio Delgado is going after Kathy Hochul's seat.
Interesting, because you saw Kathy Hochul was already like, yeah, nah, I ain't raising taxes.
And that's exactly why he's trying to take
I'm not helping our guy Zoe. So, yeah, she got to go, too.
Laura's on it. Yo, Zohran Mamdani pulled 1 million votes in New York City. If people keep that same energy moving into, state-level elections, it makes it very interesting. New York City, if New York City shows up and votes, it's very serious.
Johnny.
DJ John.
Johnny.
DJ John.
DJ John.
Good morning.
What are you giving the people when they call you and ask you a trivia question that you cannot answer?
Oh, a pair of tickets to the first annual The Blessings Don't Stop Busta Rhymes Brooklyn Day Community Give Back Concert and celebration at the Brooklyn Bowl on November 23rd, plus a Daniels leather coat, because it's cold out, so that coat will come in handy. For more ticket information, go to humantix.com. That's humanitix.com for more information. Made hot by I Am Wonder Woman Foundation and Hot 97, baby.
Yeah. Now, DJ John has really been struggling with the gyms. Yesterday was, I think, an all-time low. I came up with a gym off the top of the dome, freestyling.
You stole it.
Probably,
you remixed it.
Probably, but yeah, because that's how you do it. You know what I'm saying? In life, sometimes you have to springboard off other ideas to make a real splash.
Yeah, it's classic right there.
No, the fact you remember it is crazy because it was that much of a classic.
Was it?
That's how you know.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. This is crazy.
John, drop a gem on them.
I was going to give you an update about the gem battle or the gem versus.
Nobody asked for that.
Whatever.
Just a gem.
We just get to the gem. See, you already mitigated the impact by yapping. I set it up clean. Drop a gem. Then, boom, you hit the gem with some impact. Hit the springboard. Splash. Boom.
Today's gem by DJ John. That's right. It's wild being at the airport. Your patience flies away, but your life can still be on delay.
Laura.
I'm triggered.
Sorry, Laura. Yeah. Your patience already left.
I saw that. I got to get to it.
Damn.
You want to like
Very triggered.
Yo, Laura was stuck at the airport for 2 days in Puerto Rico getting home. Here comes DJ John dropping some sort of parable about being stuck at the airport.
Bad guy.
Your life on delay.
What a bad guy, John.
Bad
Yo,
guy.
Griff, did we get any calls from people who can articulate why, for Laura Stylez and other people like myself who fly a lot, why do pilots and the crew act like they're about to take off just to turn back around and tell you that they're over their work limit?
Yes.
Why do they do that?
Why put people on a plane, have them put away everything, buckle up, children sleeping, elderly people in,
That's
and
so
then
crazy.
to all of a sudden be like, yeah, crew timed out. We got to go back. Why do you do that?
Timed out.
That's crazy.
You know the clock is ticking. You know how many hours you worked. So why would you do that to people?
That's a great question. It's such a great point.
It's happened to me twice, guys.
It must be that, like, if they hit a certain point, there has to be some benefit to them. There has to be.
Right. It has to be like the alternative is them not boarding the plane and just telling everybody, hey, we're gonna time out. If they don't get to that point.
Yes.
Well, if they don't, probably something where if they don't get to that point, then they don't get to time out. Maybe.
I don't. There has to be something. That's nuts, though, and especially when you have
Please.
kids and elderly people or people in wheelchairs. The amount of work it is to get on and off the plane. It's
Yes.
not.
It's got to be
Rosenberg.
fixed.
Now,
It's got
this
to be
system,
fixed.
guys, I just want to say this system, this travel thing, it ain't working great. This whole marketing of we're the best country in the world, when it comes to travel, we are though it's not good.
No, we're definitely not
take.
top five. We're not
the best. I wasn't going to say we're the worst because that's not fair. But
I've
we're
been to
not
some
the
places
best.
that are really bad.
Yeah.
But we're not top
I hope
five.
we get some calls, but yeah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. Trivia question for DJ John. Stump DJ John. Alyssa, good morning.
Hi, good morning.
Hey, Alyssa. Your question for DJ John for these tickets.
Okay, so my question is, when is the birthday of Alexander Graham Bell?
The birth date of Alexander Graham Bell.
That's a tough one.
April 5th.
April 5th. He went right.
John
for
says
it.
April 5th.
Yeah.
No, March 3rd, 1847.
Oh,
Damn
We're
man.
so close.
Come on.
That was close.
Damn it.
All right, let's keep moving.
You're getting the tickets, Alyssa. You're good to go.
Woo! Thank you guys so much.
Yes.
Oh my
Alexander
God. Can I
Graham
give a quick shout
Bell.
out to my husband.
Yes.
Really fast. He listens every day. He listens to your podcast. Shout out to my husband, Edwin. I love you.
Oh, Edwin, thank you for keeping us employed, Edwin. And Alyssa, thank you for keeping us employed. We appreciate you. Hang on, let's get your info so you can get these tickets to hang out with Busta Rhymes. Holidays,
Ooh, oh
Brooklyn.
my God, yay!
Hang on 1 second. On the way, flashing lights. The amazing Laura Stylez.
Lil Uzi Vert's former assistant, who's remaining anonymous, originally filed this lawsuit October 20th in a Los Angeles Superior Court. So she's claiming in a 16-page complaint that she worked for Uzi from 2022 to 2025, and she was, facing sexual harassment, intimidation, wage violations, several explicit texts. She had proof of it all. Some of the texts from Uzi were like, "Let me see that booty," and others. So she had a whole thing prepared with proof. Though she also claimed that she was forced to work extreme hours without overtime compensation, made to cover her own work expenses, and denied reimbursement. But all of a sudden, she decided to dismiss the lawsuit without prejudice, meaning she can refile at a later date. But all of a sudden, she was like, never mind.
Maybe
Which
they
I
paid
find
her.
really interesting.
Maybe she
I
got
don't know.
paid.
Maybe, because when you have something strong like that with evidence, I would think, it's legit. But the only thing I can think of, Ebro, is that maybe she got paid, but we don't know. But it surprised me. I was like, oh. But the text messages that they've quoted, were not great.
The text messages aside, what was the overtime without pay and she had to cover her own expenses?
Yeah, but it was also sexual harassment. It was wage violations. Yeah.
Wage violations, the sexual harassment part, there's no excuse for that. But I got news for you. People coming up in this music game, wage violations, not being paid, covering your own expenses, working hours, not getting overtime. That's been the game forever.
Yeah, but I also see
not
when
right,
it's like
but it's been the
when you-
game.
When you have to cover certain work expenses and you're denied reimbursement,
That's crazy.
that's wild, bro.
Wow.
You know, she said she suffered a lot of emotional distress. So, but yeah. So
It
let's
sounds
see if
like she got
decides
to the bag.
refile.
She got to the bag one way or another.
Could be, but we'll see. That's your Flash of Lights report.
Crazy was Laura's trying to get home from Puerto Rico, which should be very, very easy, but there's a government shutdown. And it's my understanding, Laura, I don't know what information you were able to find out at the airport, but it's my understanding that the FAA, because of the government shutdown, has been asking airports, and obviously in our area, it's been Newark and LaGuardia and JFK, to reduce flights, cancel flights. So obviously, if you already had bookings while they were canceling flights last week, you were getting hit. But the reports came in, I read that they wanted 30% reduction at Newark. They wanted some 20% reduction at JFK and some 15, I think I'm getting the numbers right, 15 or something at LaGuardia. And this was because they were concerned that people may not show up to work who weren't getting paid. So they wanted to prepare in advance. But if you were in the middle of flying, then you was about to get hit. And Laura, you got hit.
Oh my God, yeah. I was at the airport, and mind you, my 5-year-old is with me and my man. Airport at 5 p.m., 6 delays later, okay? And you know, the thing is that they string you along. An hour and 45 minutes, 2 hours, an hour and 38 minutes. So it's not like you could leave. And you can't leave because, well, I was there for a huge conference, so everything was completely sold out. So I had no choice. But the worst part, guys, finally, after 6 delays, I get on. I'm happy. I'm like, oh my God, finally, I buckle up. Kenza's exhausted. She falls asleep. Everyone's getting on. There was multiple wheelchairs on my flight. The plane starts moving, so we're good. All of a sudden, it makes a turn, and they're like, yeah, nah, the crew timed out.
Not good.
Everybody get off the plane. I wanted to cry, guys. I wanted to cry. And then after that, Rosenberg, we're there. And then they're like, don't worry, we're going to get another crew. They're coming from Santo Domingo to here to San Juan, Puerto Rico to help you guys and take you back. We're good. He'll be here at 2:30 in the morning. So we're there. Everything is closed. I don't know if you guys been to San Juan Airport, but those seats, it's just steel, bro. Your butt's on fire.
Yep.
Okay, you can't lay anywhere. You can't sit. It's terrible. Then at 2:30, we're ready. They go to make the announcement just to say it's canceled.
Oh, my God.
It's canceled.
3 o'clock in the morning.
You were waiting for the Dominican crew. Good luck with that.
Oh, my. And then so I go back the next day for my next flight. Same thing. I'm there at 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Delay after delay. We didn't leave till 12:30 a.m.
Damn.
Yeah, I got in like 3:30 in the morning, and I've been up since to be here.
Well,
my eyes are burning. I'm exhausted. It was insane.
And you know, I want to hear 800-223-9797. I want to hear your flight disaster stories, especially as we go into the holidays, because I'm sure there's going to be more. They say the government shutdown is wrapping up, and the Democrats have bent the knee and acquiesced and got nothing, as usual, like some goddamn nerds. But the other question I have for anybody that may work for an airline is, why do y'all put people back on a plane if you know the crew is about to time out?
Thank you. Why? Why do you do that to us? I don't understand. You know you've been working a certain amount of hours. You know you're about to expire. So why even put people through that? Makes no sense.
So you guys had the board, baby sleeping, abuelas, wheelchairs, the whole thing, just to get turned back around and have to get back on.
Yeah.
That's so bad.
And what time? It was like 1 o'clock in the morning.
Yes.
Damn.
Yeah. So that was happening. And the only reason I came back, I don't even know what time it is or where I'm at, but the only reason I got on the flight that I did was because Ricardo was smart enough to purchase a refundable flight, like as a backup for us. He went ahead. Guys, 3 one-way tickets from Puerto Rico to New York, $3,000.
There you go.
$3,000. I was like, make sure it's refundable. And we were able to like get his money back and, move our credit to that flight. But everybody else who was on that flight didn't get tickets to return to New York, I think until like Thursday, Friday.
Well, Max on line one
effect.
wants to specifically talk about the price gouging going on right now.
Yes, sir.
Max, what's happening?
Hey, Ebro, check this out, right? So they canceled my flight. Everybody Shawnee is still a fake Trini.
Yo,
but
get out
Shawnee, the prices to go Trinidad around Christmas and Carnival is insane, right?
Through the roof.
So, yes. So we paid $500 per person to go down there just to catch it right before Christmas. And they cancel our flight, and then they give us back our money, but to rebook is $7. What we doing here?
Oh, yeah, they running it up.
Of course.
Yeah, just because, the government is shut down, everything's up. No, we're not doing that. This ain't beef. Like, come on. This is what I'm saying. They use particular situations to get,
Well, no, but that's what a free market is, guys. We live in America. We live in a free market. And unless you have
give me my money back, and I pay $200 more to get back on the same flight 2 days later. Come on.
Well, no, but this is a free market. That's what corporations are allowed to do in a free market, boys and girls. When you have, unless you're going to vote in a government that wants to keep regulations on corporations and monitor these things, this is what they do. It's called a free market. So if you don't have regulators, remember when Kamala was talking about regulating prices at grocery stores and investigating people and price gouging and all that? We didn't vote for her. Well, not enough of us did. So now you have a government that doesn't investigate these sort of things because they want corporations to be able to make as much money as they want, whenever they want and however they want. So unless you're going to have people in there to hold them accountable, this is what can happen. Let's go to Melissa. She's a flight attendant. Melissa, line 2, what's going on?
Hi. So I just wanted to say that we never know about our delays. We get it minute by minute, so when we time out, it's not because we as crew members are getting a benefit. The airline is getting the benefit because they will have to pay us our full flight and then bring in a new crew and also pay them. So it's really a benefit to the airline to keep you on the hook as a crew to the very last second. So we feel all the delays right with you guys.
But you guys aren't aware of how much time you've already been working? How does the timeout work?
We are aware of it, so even if we try to communicate, so it's not like we can pick up our phones and say, hey, we're going to time out. And even if we do, let's say, oh, you guys get off the plane, and then they're like, okay, we're going to reboard in another 20 minutes. So then we get that rolling delay. We roll with it, too. And then we say, oh, well, I want to be proactive. I'm going to time out in 5 minutes. And they're going to say, no, you still have to get on it because it's not for sure, because it's the rolling delay. It could improve. It could stay the same. It could get worse. We never know as a crew. Operations is in charge of that, so we never know.
Got it. Well, thank you for your info or your insight, excuse me. But also, what you just said to me makes no sense.
It makes no sense, and it's cruel.
Did that make sense to anybody here listening?
No.
That I call my supervisor and say, hey, I'm about to time out in 5 minutes, and they say, hey, but we don't know if that doesn't make sense.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, I don't get it.
Yeah, like I know how many hours I'm working. So I just,
but we don't work in the flight industry, and the flight industry constantly gets our tax dollars to subsidize their losses. I want you guys to keep that in mind too. That's called corporate socialism, where our tax dollars go to corporations when they take losses so that their businesses can stay afloat.
I thought people are against socialism.
Only when it's helping black people, immigrants, or the poor.
Oh, if it's huge corporate rich people,
all good.
Yeah. What do you mean, Rosenberg? You know,
make sure they get taken care of.
That's right.
Got it.
Let's go to Sasha on line 2. We're talking about these airlines. Laura just went through a whole debacle getting home from Puerto Rico. We just got a call from Melissa, a flight attendant, saying that the flight crew doesn't know when they're going to time out, which makes no sense to me. Sasha claims that she makes flight attendant schedules. Sasha, good morning.
Yeah, so we don't do the flight attendant schedule. I basically put them on their schedule. So they don't know when they're going to time out, as in, like, right at that moment. However, as a scheduler, we don't know when they're going to time out either. We get those back from the operation. So we have to hear from the FAA, the controllers. It's literally like a pass down before we can even remove them from a flight.
So, question. When you say time out to a regular person like me, I assume that means I've worked the amount of time that I'm allowed to work in this shift, and I'm timed out. Am I understanding that correctly?
So there's two different things, right? So they can only work a certain amount of hours in a day. So 14 hours a day, but some flight attendants, we don't remove them from a flight because some of them are willing to actually work over that. So we can only schedule them 14 hours. But if they say, like, okay, I'm going to
work 18 or 21, I could do that.
Yes, so we won't pull them off because some of them would actually agree to it while others won't.
So who decides? Who decides? And you're saying the FAA, all the way at the top, decides this crew has timed out, get them out of here.
No, we will decide. The airline actually decides when the crew times out once it goes over that 14 hours. We reach out to them, but we are only able to pull them off of a flight once we see that they're timing out. So, like, for now, like with the FAA and everything going on, it's super, super busy. So to watch every single flight, we're doing them based off of priority. So international flights are priority. We're focusing on those flights.
I'm just trying to figure out how y'all get everybody on a plane, and then while everybody's on the plane, y'all then tell us this crew is timed out. Now we got to get off the plane.
So it makes no sense.
Who's in charge of that? Because I want to talk to them.
No,
and it's cruel.
We will have what they don't know is that we will have crew members say, okay, we're willing to work this flight, and once they know, like, okay, they could get pulled up this flight, still paid for it, and then we have to give it to somebody else to still pay them. They'll get on the flight and board too. And
first of all, Sasha, I want to tell you I love you for calling, and thank you very much for your phone call.
I'm still confused.
First, I want to tell you that. Second, I'm in a great position right now.
Go ahead.
Because the frustration that I feel, I would have to pack it away if I was at an airport.
Ebro, you have no idea.
I wouldn't be able to raise my voice at an airport because if you raise your voice at an airport, you're getting arrested. However, we're on Ebro in the morning. Yo, Sasha, what the F are you talking about right now? Who decides who you timed out? Get them on the line right now. You can't get me out of this airport right now, Sasha. Can't nobody arrest me right now.
Listen,
you double talking me, Sasha. You sending me around the bend. I feel like you just saying words and it ain't adding up.
No, I'm telling you, we will have crew members go on the plane and then call and say they no longer want to operate it. And if they say that,
I'm kicking her and him and they back. We taking off.
So Laura may not have flown the other night because someone literally called from that flight was like, yeah, I'm good. I don't want to do this.
We are no longer concurring to this flight. We do not want to operate this period.
See, she just using words again, Rosenberg. You just asked her.
So yes, Rosenberg.
So yes. They just literally, someone was like, yeah, I don't feel like doing this. Send the plane back.
All it takes is one.
You see, and if they're over the hours, we can't force them. It's literally that's
nah, y'all. Listen, we need a punch in the face law.
Yeah, but Ebro,
we've been waiting at this airport too long, man. We in this together. You get punched in the face if you try to get off this flight.
This goes against our other politics, though, because this is unions, and this is what unions do to protect you.
Yes.
So why even push off from the gate then, man?
Yeah, why push off from the gate?
Why push off from the gate?
And this goes back to even the pilot. If a pilot says last minute they don't want to do it, we can't force them. We cannot.
Nah, I get it. It makes sense. But I just want to know why. Why? Can we interview them after? Can we at least have a sit down since we stuck at the airport?
I want Ebro. Like, why can't they before we get on the plane?
Why can't I ask? Yo, I've been on this plane. Anybody want to check out before we get grandma and them on and this baby on this flight? And I got to get them back off the flight again?
And then I gotta go find my suitcase again.
Then I gotta go find my suitcase, Cat.
Oh, now you can't find my suitcase.
Oh my God. Yo, Sasha, you can't laugh, man. It's not funny.
People were crying in the airport, arguing.
On the other end.
Oh my God. I need my medicine.
I get it. See, look, I got the baby crying now. The baby crying.
Yeah, man.
The baby's feeling the pain.
I was gonna
Sasha,
play with
man.
many babies crying.
Sasha, y'all, you know how y'all have those little side rooms where y'all pat people down on the low? We need like an argument room where you come in there with us and we just get it popping.
I'm gonna ask Jess if they could do that.
Nah, we need a place. We need a place where we can unleash on each other, man. Throw hands, whatever. Because the way y'all treat people at airports is out of control.
It's terrible.
Listen, that is. I'm not gonna say that's not our fault, but a lot of the things are not they're not preventable. Some of them are really not preventable, and we'll think that a flight is gonna get better, and then something else happens. And then you have to keep in mind too, with FAA and the minimal people that we have working, there is nothing that we can do to send out these flights because. If they can, you can take off. You can
Sasha,
come back.
it's real. Over the last couple of days, the FAA has asked airports to reduce the percentage or the amount of flights coming in and out.
Yes.
And are you hearing
the younger airlines get hit worse?
The newer airlines get it bad.
Yes.
Sasha, thank you for your phone call this morning.
Shiny Culture and Rosenberg. And Laura, you know you are a beautiful queen.
Ebro, don't ever play yourself. You're now a guru.
Breathe in, breathe out. The Guru at ebrointhemorning.com.
Early break.
The Guru at ebrointhemorning.com. Where the gurus unite.
That's right.
To shine the light.
Bring you out of the darkness and into the light.
Burn the sage, Shani. Burn the
Zen.
All right, Rosenberg, who's out there? Who's writing to us? Who needs the gurus?
The Guru at ebrointhemorning.com. The Guru at ebrointhemorning.com. Your destination for clarity. I'm a 35-year-old male, and I met my girlfriend around the time of COVID when I was 30. Instantly sparks flew, and I knew she was my person. I've lived in a major city, and she lived about 80 miles north of me. She came from a big family with its fair share of drama, but I ignored it because the drama wasn't hers, it was her family's. During our first year of dating while still long distance, she blew out her knee, tore her ACL, which forced me to transfer my job and move in with her and her older sister and nephews to help take care of her. Now, fast forward 4 years, everything is fine. My girlfriend is now going back to school to be an RN, which me and her father are paying for. Our relationship begins to decline due to her mother having health problems and the toll school is having on her with all the extra hours I've been working to pay our bills. I began to not feel seen or heard, so I started to confide in someone I worked with and began to flirt. It was all one-sided. The problem is my girlfriend went through my phone and saw the text and confronted me on our drive home from dinner. I lied about who the girl was initially, but eventually confessed. We decided to take a break at the start of this year with plans to get back together. That's not how it works. I got a roommate, and she told me she was moving in with her cousin in the city. The whole year, I've been doing the work to try to win her back. I worked on myself. I gave her space, still paying bills, etc. We had plans to meet up last week to go on a date after not seeing each other due to me working 6 days a week, when all hell broke loose. My phone rang off the hook between her two phones, to which a man picked up the phone, and I knew it was her ex. But why is he picking up my girl's phone? Because that's not my girl anymore. That's his wife. That's right. That's right.
Wow.
She told me right after we broke up, she went back to him, and they got married. And it's been that way for almost a year.
Hey.
Oh, wow.
She told me she didn't want me to find out this way and was waiting until after the holidays. Holidays aren't good for me. I lost both of my parents a week before Christmas. I know you guys are going to suggest therapy, which I've done in the past, but any other words of advice or ways to try to stay busy? People tell me the embarrassment isn't mine to hold, but I can't tell. Oh, man.
So wait, Rosenberg, quick
nasty
review.
work.
Quick review. He screwed up, though, and then she went in a different direction.
Yeah.
mean, he flirted with a girl, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, you know some people, it don't take a lot. And that's what he's telling us.
Yeah, and I'm curious to know what exactly was said in those exchanges. You know what I mean? Because if the L word was thrown around, like it could
he said it was one-sided, and I think he meant her towards him. He'd been
I thought it was him towards her.
That's what I thought.
No, that's not how I took it. I took it as he was confiding in her, but that she was flirting back. I don't know. Either way, we can only deal with what we have, and I think it's nuts that we're even considering, well, I mean, depending what was said, it makes sense that the woman would run off while he's paying for her college and marry her ex.
No, she was feeling her ex before.
Yeah, I was going to say, and also she was looking for an out.
She was looking for an out because she's still in love with the ex.
Wait, was he still paying for her school while they were on that break?
That's what it sounded like to me.
Yeah, she wanted to move on.
That's nasty.
That's not the issue at hand, but that's just the facts. The issue is how does he get over it?
Mm-hmm.
Wait, was he still paying and they got married while being married?
That's what it seems like to me.
Sounds like it. You just gotta hold that L, my G.
You fell for someone in a spot when they were between times with someone else.
True.
And they really did. I think Shawnee's right. They wanted outs to just resume their old relationship. And you got caught up in the game.
Yeah.
You got to charge it to the game.
You
That's all
was
you
the
can do.
rebound.
I think, Shawnee, can you please pull up Love TKO? I believe Love TKO. Or maybe
Sometimes you gotta let it go.
Or maybe charge it to the game. Because that's not it. Pull up the Silk the Shocker. Charge it to the game, please.
Damn.
Now, I don't know what else to say, though, except you gotta find yourself a good hobby. You got to get yourself in all the right habits, the eating habits, the working out habits, the sleep habits. Find yourself, I know this sounds silly and light, find yourself a classic show you've never watched that has like 7 seasons. Look forward to watching one of those every night and handle your business, bro. That's all you could really do.
Yeah.
That's it.
It's
over.
Yeah,
there's no going back. It's done. You have to accept it. So I like the idea of just pouring into yourself, man. And that exercise is going to help you, just feeling good for what it is. And, it'll help you little by little just chip away at that pain you have. Sending you love, bro.
You caught a break, though, bro. You caught a break. It ended now and not after you got married and had a kid.
That's right.
Yes.
And remember, she's used to going back to the ex, so if that one falls apart, don't let her come back.
Yeah, just don't let her come back, bro. Don't let her come back.
Didn't her knee fall apart or something anyway? She damaged goods. You good.
Yo, that's nuts coming from you.
Dodge the bullet.
Hey, I speak from experience.
Being the damaged goods.
Listen, I'm surprised Jazz wants to stay with me the way these knees barely function. Yo.
So yeah, I hope that helped, man. Let it go. So say the gurus and non-gurus. Yeah. All right, so let's get into it now. So Megan Thee Stallion is suing a blogger by the name of Milagro Grams, okay? Her real name is Milagro Cooper. So she is accusing her of orchestrating a harassment campaign to defame her. This was, when the famous Tory Lanez shooting case was going on. So the lawsuit claims defamation. But the real story behind all of this is that she basically is saying she had a lot of emotional distress, and she's alleging that she worked closely with Tory Lanez and his father during all this cyber stalking. But the key element to all of this, guys, is that this woman, Milagro Grams, posted a deep fake pornographic video of Megan Thee Stallion.
No, I remember that one.
That was generated, using AI. So,
of course you remember that.
Yeah, so
I remember that one because I was like, ain't no way, bro.
Whoa, but you were like, whoa. But whoa.
I was like, whoa, but ain't no way. Hold up.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Wait, how come I can't find a link?
Yeah. So it's part of this whole misinformation campaign against Megan, cyber stalking, and the goal of this case is to hold her accountable, obviously, and to seek financial compensation. So, and to put a court order injunction to stop the harassment. So let's see how it goes. But it's going to court, guys. She'll be in court next week.
Now, didn't Cardi have success? Cardi B had success against the one girl about some fraudulent activities and
Tasha K.
harassing and all that. So there's a precedent here.
Yeah. But I guess, listen, I see the cyber stalking and posting a deep fake video like that is wild. So I feel like she has a very strong case.
Alrighty. There you have
That's your
it.
Flash and Lights report.